Welcome to the Central Prairie Co-op Podcast, your go-to source for all things agriculture. Each week, we bring you expert insights, market trends, and real stories from the fields. Whether you're a seasoned producer or joining us for the first time, there's something here for you. So grab a coffee and let's dive into the business of agriculture from the ground up. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Cash, your host for today, and I'm here with Macy. Macy, how about you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I have actually been with the co-op since I was in high school. I started at the grain elevator in Mount Hope, and I graduated from Fort Hays with a Bachelor of Science in Ag Business. And I came to work here shortly after doing agronomy billing in July of 2013. So I've been in that position for about 9 years, and then I took the seed manager position in May of 2022.
Okay. Before all of that, how did you get into agriculture? What sparked the interest for you?
I grew up on a family farm. We had row crops, alfalfa, and cattle, and so I've always been around it. And I guess it's just kind of part of me.
Okay. Did you always want to work in agriculture, or was it something that, you kind of considered and decided on later in life?
I went to school at Hutch JUCO. I just kind of went with a business degree, and then I realized it probably wasn't for me. Agriculture was more my passion, so I wanted to stick with it some way, shape, or form. Never did really see myself in the seed department, but I've really enjoyed this adjustment. So
Okay. So originally didn't see yourself in the seed department. What were some things that led to that change for you?
I've always been on the reporting side of seed, and I kind of knew the system. And so then, kind of, when we had some employee changes, I decided that I would give it a try because I kind of knew what was going on. And I've just been taking this time to learn the different varieties and learn more about the planting process and what we can get out of it. So.
Okay. What are some interesting things that you've seen develop in the last couple years since you've been in the seed department?
I think the biggest change will be the HT4, HT5 beans. I can't remember exactly what they call them. They have released the name to Vionic from Bayer, and that will allow for more chemistry to be used on the beans since we have had issues with dicamba being sprayed over the top.
Right. For those that don't know, walk us a little bit through the dicamba difficulties and what's happened there.
So there is Enlist E3 beans, and then there is Extend Flex beans that can have dicamba, and there have been some litigations against that, and so they have pulled the label. And with that, you can't spray it over the top, and so that has kind of pulled away from that technology.
Right. So what's the consequence if you can't spray over the top like you used to be able to?
If you can get your fields clean and stay clean, you can still plant them. There's no issues there, but it does limit your options to spray in season.
Right. Have you seen the planting of beans go down because of the dicamba changes?
I don't know that it's necessarily because of the dicamba changes, but I think there has been a trend downward, and I think it's been more because of there's a drought. So we're hoping to see a double crop run this year because we've actually had some moisture.
Right. Is there anything that's coming up behind dicamba to kind of take that place, or is it unknown at this point?
I think there will be some technologies that come with the Viconic beans, but I don't, as far as a replacement for the dicamba or getting that label back, that's all still in litigation.
Right. And I would assume that if we're down in some planting or production of beans, we're up in other areas. Have you seen that to be true?
We've seen an increase in dryland corn acres, and what a year to have dryland corn when we actually get some moisture. So hopefully we'll be able to see those come to the elevator and be productive rather than what we've seen the last couple of years.
Very good. Yeah, we've gotten some good rains. We're off to a great start. So we'll see what happens with all that.
So far, we're looking really good.
So let's say I'm newer to the scene. I'm coming into Central Prairie Co-op, and I want to learn more about what can you do for me as far as my plan for seeds and varieties.
So we actually have some plots out, and we have worked with our reps to have the information from their plots so we can share that data as well. So we can kind of pick that variety that is more for your field versus just what's available. We have books, plot data, anything like that that you want to review to look at to find what variety is best for you.
Okay. What's been the feedback from farmers as you've given them that input? Has that been very well received? Is it things that they feel like are helping them at the farm?
I think the last couple of years it's been a lot harder just because some of the dry land information is not actually getting out there because we have been unable to harvest it. But
Right.
for the most part, the plot data can show you a lot of what is up and coming in the seed industry.
Very good. Looking ahead, what do you see as some challenges in the seed world moving forward?
I would say the inventory challenges are always a possibility just because wherever production areas are, they may or may not have the best weather, and whether or not the seed meets that germ coming from the plants would be the biggest issue in the future, I think.
Very good. Well, thank you for your time today, Macy. I think that we've gotten a good picture of your role in the seed department, and I think at Central Prairie Co-op, we're really excited to move forward with those things and continue to innovate. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to mention that the Haven Answer Plot by Winfield United is located a half a mile north of Haven on the west side of Haven Road, and growers are welcome to visit that either on their own or they can contact any one of the agronomy sales team members for more information. There is actually a red QR code to check in when you get there, and they are offering prizes to those that attend and check out on that. But there's different sections of the plot. It'll show demos for hybrids and traits, nitrogen management, fungicide management, biostimulants, seed treatments, and many other things. And it's all labeled per section with a QR code, so you can follow along as you go through there.
Very good. Well, thank you for your time today. We
Thanks for having
hope to
me.
have you back in the future. And to all you listening, thanks for tuning in.